What's going down? Street Coast Season 5. We got a special guest in the building, the homie Spottie Wifi, man. What's going down?
I'm chilling, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Good, man. I guess we in the Metaverse right now, man. I seen the video, man. It was hot, man.
Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. I'm Metaverse native, as they say.
Definitely, man. It's all about innovation, man. I see where you taking the game, and I love it, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me.
So, man, where are you from originally?
So I'm from a town called Rockford, Illinois, about 90 miles west of Chicago. Went to school in Chicago. Was in the Chicago scene for about a decade. Making music and clothing lines and different things. Moved to New York, and now I'm actually in Miami ever since COVID. Well, about a year ago, I moved to Miami.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I love Miami, man.
Yes, sir.
Favorite place to play, man, especially in Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, it's
You know the
nice here.
vibe.
Can't complain.
You know the vibes, man. So how did you jump into the Metaverse game with rapping and everything? Like,
So basically, the way it worked out was I had put music on hold. Like I hadn't been doing music for a while. I was kind of burnt out from like the music industry. And then in 2017, I started getting into cryptocurrency. So I bought some cryptocurrency. I actually bought more than I probably should have bought because I was like, uh, I bought more than I was prepared to lose, right? And then everything crashed. So I put all this money in, and then it all went really, really low. And that's how I got into crypto, but I just held on to it. I didn't sell any. I just was patient. So by the
that's the
time,
thing. You don't lose until you sell it.
bro, that's what one of the best pieces of advice I got. Somebody told me that exact quote, and that's why I didn't sell. In fact, I kept buying more over the bear market, 2018 and 2019. So
Woo.
then COVID hits, and I'm working a regular day job. COVID messes up my whole gig. I get furloughed. I end up getting cut and from my job, and all of a sudden, this crypto that I've been accumulating, it starts to rise and it starts to appreciate for like the first time where I have like really a decent savings, because I've been putting money into this, but it hasn't really been doing anything.
Yeah.
So that became like my savior basically in 2020 through all the COVID stuff. So January of last year, January 2021, this is when I start hearing about NFTs. I start hearing about NBA Top Shot, which is like NBA NFTs, like digital basketball cards on the blockchain. And that was really interesting to me. I instantly understood it because I used to collect baseball or all types of sports cards, when I was younger. And so it just made sense. Like these are like digital cards that you're not going to lose them. They're not going to deteriorate. And the NBA gets a cut when you resell them and sell them to other people. So it was like, wow, this is good for everybody, kind of wins. This makes sense to me. By February of last year, I meet a guy that has a lot of NFTs, and he has 8 NFTs that are called Cryptopunks. And Cryptopunks, I end up researching them. I see Mark Cuban on YouTube saying Cryptopunks are the rookie card of NFTs. They're one of the first NFTs. They're priceless. He's saying all this stuff straight from his mouth. And I said,
Yeah.
damn, that's interesting. Like maybe I should take some of this crypto that I have because it's finally worth something. And if I really believe in NFTs, maybe I should just buy a CryptoPunk. And that's what I did. So February last year, February 23rd, I bought this CryptoPunk. This is basically what it looked. Well, basically this is what it looks like. And there's 10,000 of these CryptoPunks, these little characters. They all look different. None looks exactly like mine. And all of a sudden, I'm really heavily into NFTs, right? This thing cost me about $40,000 actually back on February 23rd. And so I start and mostly the only thing people are using them for is like an investment, of course, just like art, but they're using them as their Twitter profile picture, their avatar. So I use it as my Twitter profile picture. I start following other people that have these. and getting involved in the community. And that's when I realized, like, people are following anyone with a CryptoPunk, and they don't even know who they are. They don't even know if they're smart. They don't even know if they have anything good to say. It's just a signal. It just signals
like a train, pretty much.
Like a Rolex. It's like shaking somebody's hand and you notice they have a Rolex, and you might, maybe it's not a good thing that we do this, but you might like, oh, let me listen into what they're saying, a little bit more, right? And I thought that was interesting because I didn't see anybody doing anything creative with their CryptoPunk. No music, there weren't any comic books at that time, no animated content, no characters, nothing. Just Twitter profile pictures at that time, February, March, April of last year. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make my CryptoPunk the most creative CryptoPunk. It's going to be the rapping CryptoPunk, the best, only CryptoPunk rapper alive. I'm going to name my CryptoPunk. I'm going to rap from his perspective. It's not just going to be me. It's going to be me embodying or personifying my CryptoPunk. I'm going all out. And so that's when I started calling him Spottie Pippin because he has these spots on his face. Started calling him Spottie Wifi eventually. And on April, mid-April sometime last year, I put out the first song called I'm Spottie. People liked it. I kept putting out more music. And by August, I had an NFT album, short album, 7 songs. And my producer and I sold 2,000 copies of that album for about $96 a piece. It sold out. Yeah, it sold out in under 60 seconds. So that was about 200K in 60 seconds. And now it's considered one of the more historic and successful music NFT projects. And we're still going.
You definitely made history. Definitely, man. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Man, this is innovation, man. I'm down, bro. It's so damn dope, bro. Definitely.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it.
I seen you're doing shows in the metaverse. So how does that work? Like, are you hosting them yourself, or you booking a venue? Like, I'm just intrigued.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a great question. I do shows both in real life and in the metaverse. So if you go to my YouTube, you just go YouTube/Spottie Wifi, you can see like what a metaverse performance looks like. It's basically like a animated or virtual reality show, with myself on the microphone, of course. I have a hype man who is a bored ape. So I literally have an ape on stage next to me. He plays the saxophone as well. I have a DJ who is a skeleton. So we have a lot of fun with it in the virtual world. I've only actually done 2 shows like that. I did one for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And then I did one for Decentraland, which is like basically a video game / virtual world. They had a music festival. So I don't have my own venue. I've used, actually I have a friend that has a venue, a DJ named Grimecraft. And so I used his venue, and he's my like video producer as well. So that's something people can check out. And it's really fun, man.
You said Grimecraft? That's his name?
Yeah, Grimecraft, GRIMECRAFT. He's a DJ himself, and he does a lot of metaverse performances. He's done way more metaverse performances than I have, actually, and he's been doing it for years.
Nice.
But it's fun, man. It's really cool because there's no limits in the metaverse. You can do whatever you want. If I want to fly, I can fly. If I want my ape to be playing the saxophone or the piano or whatever, I could do that, so it's fun. And I can reach people all over the world. There's nobody has to travel to see me, but I do I of course love performing in real life as well.
Definitely.
So, my first show was in New York City. There was a big NFT conference there back in November. I've done some shows at Art Basel. I have a new song out with Bun B. Bun B and I did some shows together at Art Basel. And now I'm getting ready we got South by Southwest coming up in March.
I'll be out there, man. We got to connect, man. I'm definitely be out there.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm performing on the March 17th and 18th at least. I don't know. I'm trying to book some other things, but 17th and 18th for sure. And then I'm be performing in Miami again, April 1st. I'm going to LA before that, March 28th through 31st. I'll be performing out there. So we're keeping busy, man. It's fun, you know, getting to do so much online and digitally in the metaverse. But then when you get to meet some of those people that have been supporting you in real life, like I don't think
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
probably
going
a whole different
away.
experience, huh?
It's totally different. You know, that human need to like face to face contact and just interaction and getting to know somebody in person. You know, I'm very bullish on that. That's not going away just because we're in the metaverse as well. You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Man, it's just like it's like a whole new industry pretty much, especially with concerts. Like you can sell merch probably in the metaverse doing a show or like tickets. It's just that's crazy, man. It's like a whole different world. Like
Absolutely, man. The live events, you know, as hopefully COVID calms down and everything, and live events get back to popping off, I think NFTs. People right now, a lot of people that don't understand NFTs, they're gonna start to understand it because of live events. Because I really believe any event where you would get a ticket stub, the organizer, they're going to want to give you an NFT instead before long, you know, because that ticket stub, like what's the best event you've ever been to? Could be a sports game, could be a concert. What's your favorite memory of a live event?
man, I gotta say, Rolling Loud last August, man,
Okay. Dope. So great example, right? You might have a ticket stub, but it's like, how easy is it to lose that ticket stub, right? Or how easy is it for that ticket stub to get, you know, deteriorated so you don't even have a souvenir? Maybe you buy a T-shirt, right? Maybe you buy some merch. Maybe you get an autograph, right? But even those things, it's like, will you have that in 10 years, 20 years? If they give you a digital ticket stub, though, all of a sudden it's a lot more durable, and also it's a digital certificate of authenticity. The blockchain makes it impossible for somebody to forge that. I could forge a ticket stub. I could print a T-shirt, right? A Rolling Loud T-shirt, and it could be fake. But if they give you an NFT, it's guaranteed it's not fake, and then they can continue to give you rewards years down the road. So maybe in 5 years, if you have the 2021 Rolling Loud NFT, you get to go backstage and meet your favorite artist, or you get free VIP access for a certain time. You know, it's just a lot more that you can do. And I think live events are going to be really, really key to that, you know, and that goes for live events, virtual events, you know, even receipts for things that you purchase. You buy a T-shirt, you get a haircut, you pump some gas. I really believe anything where they would offer you a receipt, a paper receipt or an email receipt, eventually they're going to offer you an NFT because it allows them to give you a reward later, like a loyalty program, a reward program, except they don't need your name. They don't need your date of birth. They don't need to know where you live, what you look like. You can be anonymous and you can still have that direct relationship with the merchant or the person that you're shopping with. You know?
It kind of brings back like privacy back in the game, like in real life.
I think so, man. I think so because people really are. Well, I think people are starting to value their privacy more. We went through years and years where people were like, "I don't care, you know, log in with Facebook, take my info. I don't care. I just want it to be easy, right?" Now I think people are changing a little bit. We care more about privacy, but NFTs are going to allow privacy with convenience, you know. But it's going to take a little more time. We're not there just yet because it's still we got a long way to go still, but it'll get there.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely like just intrigued with the whole how fast this thing is just moving with like it's like every time I look on it, it's just going more innovative, more things are happening to this. So it's like you're gonna have to join eventually. That's how I look at it right now. It's just changing the world right now, mainly. So
yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. You know, like with my album, a couple things that people might find interesting, like by doing an NFT, you know, when I do a Metaverse show, if you go on my YouTube and you look at that Metaverse concert, anybody that actually attended that concert, anybody that logged in and was in the Metaverse watching, If they owned my album, I was able to send them merch, like Metaverse merch. So like this hoodie I'm wearing, we sent this to people so that they could wear it in the Metaverse digitally at the concert. We sent hats, we sent T-shirts, stuff like that, because it's like I kind of was describing. It's like a loyalty rewards program where I have their address, I have their blockchain address. I don't know their real address, but I can send them anything digitally that I want.
Yeah.
And that's just a small example, with my NFT, which is my album. I also offer them like a vinyl record. If you own the NFT, go to my Shopify page, give us your shipping info if you want the free vinyl record, and we'll ship it to you. So it's transforming that relationship between the artist and the fan, where I can get more input from them of what they like, and I can send them, I can give them more of what they're asking for.
That's super dope, man. It's taking the fan experience to the next level, man. I got a few questions for you though, man. Who do you want to work with in the future, as far as in the rap or just in general?
Okay, man, that's a good one. That's a fun one. Well, the reason I was up, we were DMing like super early this morning. I just put out a new song with Death Row. So Snoop Dogg just bought Death Row Records. He wants to turn it into the first major label in the Metaverse. And he put out an album a couple weeks ago, right before the Super Bowl, and he's now dropping a mixtape. So it's an NFT only mixtape. It's the only way to listen to it is as NFTs for right now. So I'm on one of the songs. That song just came out last night, with some dope artists, a dope singer named October London, my guy Champ, and my guy Wes, also rapping on it. But I definitely really want to work with Snoop. I'm hoping I can get him on a song. I'm really trying to work with any mainstream major artists that are into NFTs. Of course, I want to work with other indie artists. I want to work with other up and coming artists as well. But the top of my list is like the big hitters like Snoop. Eminem's got a Bored Ape. DJ Khaled's got a Bored Ape. Lil Baby, Gunna, I think Rich the Kid's got a Bored Ape. A lot of these guys. At this point, Nas has put out NFTs now. I own 2 of Nas's NFTs. He's my GOAT. I would love to work with Nas, of course. Jay-Z has a Cryptopunk. So, these are obviously big names, but I figure, what, you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. So
Definitely.
But yeah, I'm really trying to collaborate a lot this year, because I'm really coming from the NFT world, like the nucleus of the NFT world, and I'm trying to bridge the gap. When I started out last year, my idea was eventually all these artists are going to come to the Metaverse. It's inevitable. Like
Exactly.
It's going to happen. The world will be more digital tomorrow than it is today. So I want to be there to meet them, or I want to be crossing the street from the opposite direction to meet them. And so that's where we're at right now.
Definitely, man. Well, yeah, you're not lying about that, man. It's like, this is definitely the way the game is going right now. So you might be a pioneer at this point with it, man. I'm definitely impressed, man. So
thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Before we get out of here, let everybody know why they should listen to your music, and especially why they should join the NFT game if they're not in it right now.
So the best place to follow me is definitely on Twitter. It's just, I'm at Spottie Wifi on all channels, all social media. SPOTTIE WIFI. And so that's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, if you're on Facebook, TikTok, all of that. That's where you can find me. SpottieWiFi.com is my website. We've got the Bun B song where you can mint that as an NFT right now at SpottieWiFi.com. And I'm also on Discord. If you use Discord, That's like where I really have more deep conversations with my community. Discord.spottiewifi.com. I'm definitely hoping to meet some of your audience in there. And as far as why I would encourage anybody to get into NFTs or just to research it, um, I think this is like a totally transformational, disruptive technology. And it's very easy to misunderstand it or to overlook it or to underestimate it. But if you have a few hours, like Gary Vee, my guy, he'll tell you if you can take 10 hours and just do some Googling, what is an NFT? Why does an NFT matter? How will NFTs change everything? I think this is a gold rush right now. People are going to make a lot of life-changing decisions and create a lot of life-changing opportunities right now if they understand NFTs. But you have to do your research. You have to get plugged in with people that have a little more experience and learn from them, because there are a lot of people making NFTs that probably aren't going to be worth anything, in a few years, because there's a lot of people that just see the dollar signs and they want to cash out right now. But research, get into it, and ultimately to appeal to really make my pitch, bro. I'll put it this way: we're cutting out the middlemen. Cryptocurrency is cutting out the need for banks. You see what's going on with the world right now, where countries are talking about, we're going to freeze your money. You can't use your money. You can't spend your money. You can't touch your money, right? That means it's not your money. That's what cryptocurrency is. That's what cryptocurrency is fixing. They're cutting out the need for banks. What NFTs are doing, because it's related to cryptocurrency, it's cutting out the need for all other sorts of middlemen. The music industry, the traditional dinosaur music industry, is infested with middlemen. You got artist managers, business managers, booking agents, publishers, record labels. They're all lined up with their hands out. They want to get a slice of the pie.
Your pocket, man.
They're reaching for your pockets. The artist is going to get the last and the smallest slice of the pie that the artist themselves baked. Okay, this is what I represent, what my music represents, what my NFT did in August when I sold that album out in 60 seconds. It became a case study that you don't need a million fans as an artist. You only need a million fans if you want to pay all those middlemen. You only need a million fans if you want to sell ads on Spotify, because that's what the industry is designed to do. The industry is not designed to reward the artists and the musicians that provide us with the soundtrack to our lives. It's designed to pay the middlemen and the platforms like Spotify. And NFTs in music is cutting that out. And NFTs are going to be used in all sorts of other industries to cut out the middlemen, the same way crypto is going to cut out the need for traditional banks. That's my big pitch in terms of the why, the purpose, and the reason you might want to care about
it. Man. Well, y'all heard it first, man. We got the boy Spottie Wifi in the building. Go check him out. Go check that NFT album out right now. Thank you, man. It was a pleasure, man. Definitely learned a lot from this conversation, man. Add the channel right now, 3 Coasts on Roku, YouTube, you know the vibes. Yo!